So, I have always wanted to make a book YouTube channel, and I think that I can finally do it. Let's keep our expectations low though. My name is Anna, and I figured the best way to introduce myself and what you might be getting yourself into is to show you my bookshelf. It's a little small, it's only 4 shelves, but it's mine, and I do like showing off my book taste. So I'm going to walk you through each little section of my shelf, talk about my favorite books on there and my most anticipated reads, and yeah, I don't know guys. I don't know. 5 people will watch this. I don't care. I'm just doing this for myself. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So let's start at the top of my bookshelf. I have a painting here I'm gonna hang up at some point, who knows when. This cute little hourglass, box of stationery, this adorable little turtle mug with bookmarks and pens, and this half of an amethyst bookend that my first ever boyfriend in like 6th grade got for me. Shout out to David if you're watching this. We have this cute little hedgehog succulent thing. Now we have my Legos. This is my little baby Yoda. He's so cute. My Lego Pride set, which, yep. And this orchid. And then these are bags that are full of crystals and stuff like that. So this is my like first little cubicle of books. Not too many decorations here, but we've got this little ladybug. She is adorable. I love her. I don't even know where I got her. I've had her for forever. And this cute little book stamp. I'm gonna blur out my last name probably, but I haven't used this in so long. I need to stamp some more books of mine. Lots of great books on this shelf. Super hard to pick a favorite, but I think it might have to be James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. This is such a fantastic book. It made me like not cry, but I came pretty close. It's hard to make me cry at a book. There's a ton of other good books on here though. We've got His Hideous Heart, which is an anthology of Edgar Allan Poe retellings. White Tiger by Aravind Adiga, so good. The Book of Collateral Damage, so underrated. I don't think anyone talks about this book. It's fabulous. I read it for school, but I would recommend it to like everybody. And then a book I'm excited to pick up on this shelf, probably Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Albon, named after a Taylor Swift song. Already a win. Then next here we have Bechdel Fruit Doll. This is Lucy. She technically goes in here, but I didn't want her to be stuck in there. I wanted her to be with this friend, this little crochet octopus. My mom gave me both of these little friends. I feel like I haven't read a ton of books on this shelf. That's actually pretty embarrassing. But Fun Home is absolutely a favorite. So good. Such an incredible graphic novel, comic. This is great. And I think a book I'm excited to read on here is The Ministry of Time by Bradley. Is it Bradley? Yeah, it's Bradley. That looks just super interesting, and I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy it. Also very excited to read Ring Shout, because I think it's gonna be phenomenal. Third cubicle here, from House of Leaves to This Is How You Lose the Time War, which is coincidentally my 2 favorite books on this shelf. I don't know which one is better, but they're both favorites, absolutely. The decoration here is this little spread your wings shadow box, I guess that's what it's called. My grandma gave me it, and so it goes here. All my little trinkets, as you will see quite soon, all go on my bookshelf. I think the book I'm excited to read on this shelf is The Count of Monte Cristo. That will not be for a really long time though, because I'm scared of it. Also, I just wanted to highlight Everything Everywhere All at Once script book. Okay, and now we have Angle to Henry. Oh, ignore that. This is this really tiny version of Paper Towns by John Green, which is my favorite John Green book, and so it will go here. I have this crochet bookmark that my friend Summer made for me. Thanks, Summer. And then this is like a little TBR jar, but it's just all books. I wrote down like every single unread book. Oh, actually, I don't have that on my shelf anymore. Anyways, it's every single unread book I have on my shelf. I haven't used it in a while though, because I keep getting books from the library. What's my favorite book on here? Probably The Great Gatsby. Yeah. Very excited to read Less by Andrew Sean Greer. It won a Pulitzer. So it's probably not, bad. Now we have Hyacinth to Kapoor. Also want to highlight my 2 Gravity Falls books here. Oh, I keep moving my hand and knocking decorations off, but I have these 2 little squishy guys here. They don't have names, but they're here and they're delightful. And then I have this beautiful fan. I don't remember where I got it. I'm like 90% sure my mom gave it to me. My mom gives me like many little trinkets. Favorite book on here, I'm gonna highlight 3, I think, because I'm gonna talk about Hyacinth because I love Hyacinth. I only have 2 books on here by him, but I've read way more. The Second Ending by Michelle Hoffman was my favorite book from last year. Absolutely so funny, so entertaining, so good. And I love Shirley Jackson's Haunting of Hill House. This is such a phenomenal book. I can't talk about it for too long or I will cry. And Heatwave by Victor Justin, which I feel like I don't see anyone talking about this book. It is so weird and so good. I will say the book I'm excited to read on this shelf is probably Old Flames and New Fortunes. I'm planning on taking this on vacation and having just a great time with it. All right, now we have Keen to Lanier, I think is how you pronounce that name. The decorations here are this little fidget toy snake. I hate snakes, but I love this little toy. And then I have this tarot deck here, Tarot Landscapes. I love tarot, and the illustrations on this deck are so beautiful. I mean, really. Ugh, so gorgeous. Favorite book on this shelf is, wow, we don't have a lot of options, but R.F. Kuang's Yellowface is very, very good. I really enjoyed it. Very excited to check out Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer because I read excerpts of it and liked every single excerpt. This is also where I'll talk about like my little rare book collection. Not really rare book, old book collection. These are copies of Nancy Drew from the 1960s. And this is a book I just got this year, King Arthur and His Knights of the Round Table. This is such a gorgeous book. I think this is so stunning, and I got this for like $5. Can you believe? We're gonna keep moving down. This is La Sala through Du Maurier. Praying that that's correct. Lots of fantastic books on here, but it is without a doubt In the Dream House that takes the cake for favorite book on this shelf. This is magnificent and everybody should read it. I have this chunk of rose quartz here, and then I have this candle. This candle, I'm so mad about this. And maybe I might blur out like the name of the brand. No, actually I won't, because this candle sucks. It smells so good, and then you light it and you don't smell anything. Like, it's trying to piss me off. Anyways, I also love A Wrinkle in Time. This is so good. What else do we have? I think, and I have a very soft spot for Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, because it was one of the first books I ever annotated. I'm excited to check out Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. That's actually on my list to finish this year, and at some point I will read 100 Years of Solitude. When I'm not scared of it. Here we have Morrison through Peel. For the decorations, we have this little Swedish horse. I think my aunt gave it to me. Don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was her. This little amethyst pyramid. This little mushroom guy who is so cute. He's missing a foot. I found him in like my classroom in high school. If you made this little friend and you are watching this right now, I love you, and I'm sorry I might have stolen your little guy, but I didn't know what to do. He needed a home. And then I have these oracle cards here, which are kind of like tarot cards, but a little bit more straightforward. And again, like, the art on these is so stunning. I actually might, like, this is the back. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? This is so beautiful. This was the first deck of, like, cards, I guess, I ever got. Like, first ever tarot or oracle deck. And I really need to use these more because they're so gorgeous. We're here to talk about books. So, favorites from this shelf. There's a lot of favorites on here. I'll say Song of Solomon by Morrison is absolutely, utterly fantastic. Paul Offit, this is Do You Believe in Magic? This is Pandora's Lab. He's one of my favorite nonfiction authors. I absolutely adore everything he's written. He makes science so accessible and interesting. Cindy Ella, which is a book I actually hate, but I love so dearly at the same time. Maybe I'll make a video about it because it's truly such an insane time, and I feel like I need to inflict it upon all of you. I think the book that I need to pick up next from this shelf, not even the book I'm excited to pick up, it's Lolita by Nabokov. I mean, I need to finish it. I need to reread it, even though I really don't want to, but I fear I have to. Over here we have Pierce. Ignore it. I love Big Nate, and I actually, you know what? I won't apologize for loving Big Nate. I love it dearly. To Salih, I think I'm pronouncing that right. This is like a bag of, I don't even remember what was in here. It's just sitting there. And then this little like puzzle box. I got it for Christmas. There was money inside it. There's not money in there anymore. Lots of good stuff on here. I've actually read most of the books on here except for, like, what have I not read? I've not read this. Is that the only book I haven't read on here? Wow. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid is one of my favorite books of all time. So I'll say that. But I did like Divine Rivals as well, and I love Big Nate too. I won't apologize for myself. And yeah, actually, well, I guess I'm excited to read. This is Say the Quiet Part Out Loud, a book on 2000s emo, and I love 2000s emo, so I will be reading. I do want to give a quick shout out to Season of Migration to the North. I first read this book because of a booktuber named Emmy who recommended it. This book ruined my life, and I feel like I need to read it again, and I would recommend it. Very dark, very serious, but such beautiful writing, and so engrossing. And that's all I'll say without spoiling. I'm literally like laying on the floor to do this. But this is the last shelf. This is a bag full of tarot cards. Which is actually, can I take these out? Oh god, I feel like I might have to sit up. I'm no longer laying on the floor. I'm just gonna hold it like this. This bag contains the first ever tarot deck I ever bought, and it's the deck I use the most. It's Crow Tarot. I will show you the card. I mean, lovely, stunning, etc. And then we have this little monster dude down here. My mom gave this to me. Does it light up? Perfect. All right, let's talk books again. Great stuff on here. I think my favorite might be The Secret History by Donna Tartt, because I'm simple. But it's just so good, guys. It's so good. Let's see, what else is good on here? Hate You Give is so good. I need to re-tab this. I got this used, and it was already annotated. Love, but the tabs stick out too much for me, so I need to like go in and like surgically put the tabs lower. Very excited to read Madhouse at the End of the Earth by Sancton, because I loved The Terror, and I feel like this is going to be a lot like The Terror, just set in the Antarctic and without the big scary monster. So I'm excited. Technically, this is the last shelf on my bookshelf, but I'm going to do it second to last because there's only 3 books on here. These are all yearbooks, which I've turned inward so I don't expose myself, and like music books. This is that other bookend from the set David gave to me. Hi, David. Hopefully you're still watching. This is To Paradise by Hanya Yanagihara. I've never read it. Am I excited to read it? Jury's still out, because I know Miss Yanagihara has a penchant for pain and suffering, so we'll see. But I got this for free at a little library, and it's so thick that I was just glad I got it for free. So that's my me. Ignore that. So I'll read it at some point. Not sure when though. Maybe this year. I'm lying. And the two books I have read here are Dora, A Headcase by Lydia Yuknavitch. I think I pronounced that correctly. Not sure though. And then Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. Everything Everything, I keep wanting to call it like a cute YA romance. It's not very cute. It's actually like very strangely dark, not because of the love interest. The love interest is actually quite normal and nice. I'll try not to spoil too much. It was kind of weird. But I do love the little illustrations. Like, the little illustrations here are so pretty. Big fan. But didn't love this. And then Dora, A Headcase. I still don't know how I feel about this book, and I read it like 3 or 2 years ago. 2 or 3 was probably the correct order there. But I'm pointing it out because my friend Summer annotated it, and I love her for doing so. Love you, Summer. Thank you. Anyway. So that's cool. And finally, we have the second to last shelf here. We have this like little card game called Impossible Decisions. It's like this or that, but like, I don't know. And then this is in my Impressionist tarot deck. Have you noticed that I love tarot cards? They're inside this little bag here, which is such a cute bag also. This is a makeup bag I got from Ipsy. I'll show you. Hold on. This is the front or back or whatever, and then this is the card. Oh, so pretty. They're themed after Impressionist painters. Van Gogh, I think Monet is one of them. Van Gogh, Monet. I don't remember all of them, but they're themed after 4 Impressionist painters, and the cards are beautiful. Would highly recommend that deck. And look at this box. Oh, work. Good stuff here. I think my favorite book here is probably The Picture of Dorian Gray. This is such a great novel. So fantastic. I need to read way more from Oscar Wilde because that's the only book I've read from him, and I just hit the camera. Sorry about that. I also did like Project Hail Mary. That's Kala. I also did like Project Hail Mary, which is a sci-fi, and I'm not usually a big fan of sci-fi, but I did really like it. So there's that. I also like Brown Girl Dreaming by Woodson. Very good. Very good. It's a memoir told in verse, and I love creative stuff like that. So it was right up my alley. I just got Kala. This is actually one of my newest additions to my shelf, and this sounds so good. Also, just to highlight, look at this beautiful version of Picture of Dorian Gray. Love. So that was my bookshelf. If you saw any books on this shelf where you were like, Anna, you need to read this one right now, let me know in the comments below if you would like. But yeah, that was my bookshelf. I will see you guys at some point. Don't expect anything consistent, but this was fun, so I might do it again some other time. Okay, bye!